Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a virtual expedition deep into the uncharted, mysterious heart of the Amazon jungle. The Amazon is one of those places that completely captures our collective imagination. We've all seen the Hollywood movies with the massive anacondas and the dense, impenetrable vines. But the actual reality of what's out there in this colossal rainforest, it's way more complex, fascinating, and honestly, kind of terrifying than anything you'd see in a movie.
The sheer scale we're dealing with here is just staggering. The Amazon is so massive, it literally acts as the lungs of our planet, pumping out 20% of Earth's oxygen. That's huge. Yet, despite decades of really intense research, scientists will be the first to admit they've barely even scratched the surface. It's so vast, it practically operates as its own separate world, a world where human reach is, well, pretty limited. And every new discovery just seems to highlight exactly how much we still don't know.
So that brings us to the big question. What secrets are actually hiding in the shadows of this massive oxygen factory? Today, we're going to slowly descend from scientifically grounded realities all the way down into the terrifying, unverified depths of tribal lore to see what truly lurks out there. We're talking biological anomalies, cryptid beasts, and, even extraterrestrial claims that thrive in the dark.
Section 1. Walking and man-eating trees.
In a jungle this competitive, the plant life has evolved in ways that'll completely challenge how you think about biology. Let's start with something straight out of sci-fi, but entirely real. Scientists are currently researching these highly poisonous species known as walking trees. And get this, they actually move towards sunlight. It's a painstaking process. The roots grow forward toward the sun, while the rear roots just slowly die off. It takes about 3 to 4 months for the tree to literally shift its physical location. So yeah, it's slow, but the fact that a highly toxic tree can essentially track the sun and walk across the forest floor, that's absolutely mind-blowing.
But the botanical mysteries get even darker. Beyond those scientifically documented walking trees, local Amazonian tribes claim there are rare species of carnivorous man-eating trees out there. Now, we all know about small carnivorous plants like the Venus flytrap, but a botanical predator large enough to consume human and animal flesh, that is a terrifying concept. Because the jungle is just so unbelievably underexplored, these indigenous claims remain an active subject of research and curiosity. Researchers are basically asking themselves, if a tree can walk, what else might the plant life be capable of?
Section 2. The Boiling River. If the bizarre plant life doesn't shock you, well, the water just might. Flowing right through the middle of the Amazon is a deadly river where the water temperature consistently stays between a blistering 70 and 100 degrees Celsius. To put that into perspective, water boils at 100 degrees. So this isn't just some nice, warm spring. We're talking about a steaming, lethal body of water that adds a very literal hazard to an already hostile environment. Basically, anything that falls into this river is in immediate severe peril. But the real mystery here is, why does it boil? Usually, boiling rivers are tied to active volcanoes or magmatic systems, right? But this river is located far, far away from any active volcanic zones. The exact geological reason why this massive body of water maintains such scalding temperatures remains a total mystery to scientists. It's just yet another unexplained layer to the jungle's wildly dangerous and unpredictable reputation. Section 3. Giant Beasts and Insects.
As we venture even deeper into this incredibly dense forest, which, by the way, spans across 9 different countries, the wildlife reports begin to shift. We start moving from scientifically documented dangers into downright terrifying cryptid encounters. Take this piece of documented lore, for example. A British scientist on an expedition claimed to have encountered a creature the locals call the Mara Coxie. According to him, this was a massive, 12-foot-tall beast, basically half human and half ape. He actually noted that they lived in packs with their own settlements. The encounter was so threatening, he was forced to fire his gun at the ground just to scare it away and escape with his life. It really paints a picture of a jungle that might just harbor hominid species completely unknown to modern science.
And it's not just primates, we're talking reptiles too. Just think about the sheer discrepancy in size here. The maximum scientifically verified size for a standard anaconda is around 30 feet. But multiple researchers have reported something far, far more monstrous. Going all the way back to a documented sighting in 1906 and echoed by plenty of explorers since, there are claims of giant snakes stretching up to 70 or even 75 feet long, deep within the Amazon waterways. No thank you. These massive sightings have actually led some researchers to a pretty shocking hypothesis.
Could the titanoboa still be alive? Now, the titanoboa was a prehistoric snake. Fossil records show us it grew to at least 42 feet in length. Science tells us they've been extinct for thousands of years, but because of these really persistent sightings of 70-foot serpents, some researchers are actually arguing that pockets of this prehistoric monster might still be slithering through the unexplored depths of the Amazon today. Research into these claims is, as you might guess, very much ongoing. But the horror isn't just about massive beasts. Sometimes the most intense danger comes in the absolute smallest packages. Take the bullet ant. It's a tiny insect, but it's adapted a defense mechanism against the jungle's giants that is incredibly vicious. It delivers a highly venomous bite that victims universally describe as feeling exactly like being shot by a bullet. And this excruciating agony doesn't just fade away after an hour. It lasts for a brutal 5 to 6 days. In some cases, the venom is so potent it can even lead to human death. And hey, if ants aren't your biggest fear, how about this? Forget the small, harmless spiders you find in the corners of your house. Both tribal locals and some scientists claim to have witnessed massive, 6-foot-long spiders deep in the jungle. According to indigenous tribes, these colossal arachnids are so vicious and aggressive that they'll literally cannibalize their own young. In a place that's virtually untouched by human development, the existence of macro-predators like this, well, while unverified, it really isn't entirely outside the realm of possibility. Section 4. Alien Bases and Earth Lungs. As we reach the absolute deepest layers of Amazonian lore, the claims start to evolve way beyond extreme biology and cryptids. They step right into the extraterrestrial. Because the Amazon is so overwhelmingly massive and completely isolated from human civilization, it's become a major hotbed for extraterrestrial rumors. There are persistent claims from fringe researchers and local storytellers that the darkest, most inaccessible parts of the jungle actually harbor UFOs and serve as hidden alien bases. The logic basically goes, if a being from another world wanted to hide on Earth, the deepest Amazon is literally the perfect, impenetrable cover. Now, we definitely have to be impartial here and note that there is absolutely zero concrete proof provided by any explorer to back up these extraterrestrial claims. However, the mere fact that such wild rumors not only exist but actually thrive out there, that tells us a lot. It brilliantly illustrates just how alien, unfamiliar, and completely impenetrable the jungle itself truly is to the human mind. It's essentially a blank canvas for our deepest mysteries. So as scientific research accelerates into this incredibly vital ecosystem, an ecosystem that literally breathes life into our planet, we're left with one haunting reality. We just know so little. With so much still undiscovered, what other terrifying and wondrous secrets remain hidden in the darkest corners of the Amazon?